Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lydia, and this channel is all about how you can be financially free even if you're not rich yet. Because no matter how much money you have, until you know how to manage it, you'll always be broke. So with that said, let's get started. If you stick to the end of the video, I'll show you how you can get 1 month of VPN for free. VPNs are extremely valuable to protect you from hackers, being tracked, and also you can change locations to help find all kinds of travel deals. So stick around to the end to find out. And today I want to talk to you specifically about all of those skeptics for cryptocurrency. These are my friends, family, strangers, hello, anybody who is out there wondering why they should even consider cryptocurrency a currency. Public perception of cryptocurrency still tends to view crypto and Bitcoin and any other blockchain technology as outside of their mental value construct. You know, $100 is only worth $100 because we have a mental construct as a society where we agree on it. It's a social contract regarding money and value. It used to be historically tied to gold. It has even been tied to salt in the times of the ancient Romans. Basically, value is only based on what humans agree as a collective society to give value to. Seeing a bunch of computers stacked up and a few numbers on your screen and calling it Bitcoin can make people feel really confused as to why is this worth anything? How does it gain me more money? How do I turn it to real money? And there's a lot of negative public perception around the idea of whether or not a cryptocurrency can have value. All of these fears and skepticisms and perceptions are wrong, and why the future is going towards blockchain, and it is basically inevitable. It's just a matter of time before everybody comes out of their fear and their skepticism of the future and moves forward to blockchain technology. I think the public is largely drawing attention to the climate issue, but also whether or not grids that might be outdated. For example, in the US and in Texas, people are wondering, can power grids handle Bitcoin mining, where the entire, not just Bitcoin, but mining any cryptocurrency, and I'm using Bitcoin in this example because it's what most people are talking about, that these operations can use like more than an entire country's worth of energy to mine Bitcoin. And I'm not going to go too much into details about what exactly mining is. You know, someone's not in the ground with like a pick digging for Bitcoin. It's more solving an algorithm that's very complicated and requires a lot of supercomputers to open new blocks on the chain. So Bitcoin's energy problem is an interesting thing because 1, solar energy is a thing. 2, there's other blockchains out there that use less energy than Bitcoin, and I linked the article below. However, it's also part to do with the current institutions in place, where the mainstream media has an incentive to produce stories that prevent mass adoption, because the people who fund a lot of the large media outlets and news outlets in the country are also the same people who benefit from the system the way that it is and stand to be threatened by a change to that system. So it makes sense that the coverage of how much energy that Bitcoin uses is going to be about how it uses more than some countries. They're not going to say that Bitcoin uses less energy than Christmas lights. On the border of people who are experienced with crypto and people who are new to using crypto as currency to do transactions, the speed and complexity of transactions on the blockchain can be really intimidating for some people, especially seeing the long hash addresses for wallets and how to copy and paste those. And my light just went out. Shoot. I think I'm going to make the rest of this video without the light. I hope you guys don't mind. You can still see me just fine. One thing that's holding back a lot of institutions from getting involved in cryptocurrency is the perception that it's for scoundrels, that it's for people doing illicit activities such as money laundering, terrorism, and drug trafficking, and any number of paying for any number of illegal goods. Let me tell you a quick story about a meeting I recently had in Chicago. I was talking to a acquisition manager for banks, and his job for the last 30 years as a consultant has been to draw up contracts for buying and selling of banks and to get the best deals for his banking clients in their institutional purchases. So this man is very high level in terms of finance and understanding banking at an institutional level. And when we started talking about cryptocurrency, he kind of started to laugh me off, and I couldn't believe it, because to me it's so obvious that this is where the future is going. But to people who are seasoned in the industry of finance are still very skeptical as to the uses of cryptocurrency and the integration of cryptocurrency markets into the existing space. One of the last major reasons for skepticism against cryptocurrency mass adoption is government perception of crypto assets, because these things are meant to be decentralized, and thus it's very hard to tax. And governments don't like things they can't take taxes on, right? Blockchain is extremely valuable. It's very portable, unlike gold, and it's not easy to steal. It's immutable, an immutable asset, unlike cash, which can be stolen, or even real estate, which can be damaged. There are a lot of benefits to blockchain that have been completely untapped yet, even in the crypto community, but also how Bitcoin is not the only blockchain out there and the only cryptocurrency out there. And a lot of people who are not familiar with the space tend to fear something they don't understand and just see Bitcoin as cryptocurrency. But Bitcoin is one blockchain technology that exists within an entire sea of technologies, and there have been many other, at least 5 major developed blockchain technologies that use and consume less energy than Bitcoin. For example, Cardano and Ethereum. Basically, in terms of utility, most dApps and DeFi protocols are built on Ethereum. Even though Ethereum uses less energy than Bitcoin for mining, the gas fees associated with making transaction on the Ethereum blockchain can be extremely expensive, and the barrier to entry can be high when it comes to buying. For regular people who just want to start with a few $1,000s, barriers to entry on the Ethereum blockchain can be quite high. For example, maybe you bought some Dogecoin in a few $100s and it went up, and now you want to sell it to take your profits, and guess what? The Ethereum gas fee is half of your profits. It almost moots the whole point of the investment. So Ethereum might actually get overtaken one day by another blockchain. But scan the QR code and start using Binance.com today to buy and sell all of your crypto transactions with speed and accuracy. Binance also has a lot of tools to help you time the market, to set stop orders and limit orders, and we both will get free Bitcoin if you sign up today. Like any other ecosystem, the DeFi ecosystem consists of different currencies and tokens, and each with their own economic format. However, one of the major benefits of Bitcoin is that it's deflationary compared to fiat currency, which is inflationary. So a lot of people have started getting interested in crypto because they're seeing how much the cost of living is rising as the dollar is decreasing in value, with the government printing historic levels of trillions of dollars to fund government projects. And all of these skepticisms can be put aside because the benefits to adopting cryptocurrency are actually much greater than the reasons to be skeptical. Most blockchains are much faster and more efficient than doing regular wire transfers, especially if you live internationally. It's just one transaction, you're not changing currency, and it allows the world to actually globalize more seamlessly. In general, there are lots of unbanked people, or people who live in multiple countries or have family who live in multiple countries, and in order to safely send them money home or to just deal with international financial transactions is so much easier on the blockchain because it's an immutable asset. Of course, if you keep your crypto on an exchange, or you are staking it or lending it, then yeah, you're trusting that institution that they have enough collateral to cover your assets. And if you have a cold storage wallet and you are in charge of the keys, you have to be responsible enough to remember your key, otherwise you lose all that crypto. However, this gives people in many countries who are at risk of having regime changes or war keep a hold of their assets. This is going to benefit millions of people the world over. We've lived in a relatively peaceful time in the Western Hemisphere for a long time, but that style of life is not a reality for billions of people around. I linked all these articles in the description below, so you can go verify those facts and let me know what you think. I'm always curious to hear what other people think. This channel is also a form of conversation where you can let me know in the comments below. Do you own crypto? Has this made you think differently about investing in crypto? What are some of the things that make you skeptical of the space? let me know in the comments below. And also, you have stuck around all the way to the end, and I really appreciate that. So use the QR code in this advertisement here, and you can get 1 month of ExpressVPN for free. I have personally been using this VPN service for years because when I lived in China, it was crucial for me to get my work done on time, but it has also protected me from hackers while I'm using public Wi-Fi. And also, I've gotten some pretty good deals on airline tickets and hotels by changing my location with this VPN service. Thank you very much for watching. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, go find me there. My socials are in the description. I post a lot of funny memes about crypto, and I think if you found this video useful, please hit the like button below and share with your friends and family. And I hope you learned something new about cryptocurrency and why it's worth looking into.